they've got him 100%. This is his second championship game of the summer as Fisher is in. Luxton will get off the mark. Not exactly where he intended, but he's played it with soft hands. And it will run down to the third man boundary rope. So he's off the mark. As Fisher over the wicket he comes. And Luxton drives. Good looking shot this. And that's away for 4. It's not the longest boundary through the offside. And he's just lent on that. And away.
Obviously had that one in Barbados, didn't he, a few years ago. Here's Worrell, Kirkstall Lane end, that's going to be 4. Adam Lyth just waited for that under the eye line, and he's just dinked it really as much as anything, just timed it between. Bowls it now, there is quite a big hoop about this one. That's going to be 4 more. Adam Lyth plays a beautiful straight first for only the second time this campaign. Well, Worrell's going to go for 4 more here, just giving Adam Lyth a little bit too much room outside off stump. And again, he's just lent on it, just stroked it away. Lovely shot.
As over the wicket comes Fisher, gone. Clipped straight to short mid-wicket by Luxton. Ooh, he'll be disappointed with that. Tom Sibley hung on. There's obviously a plan, because they're delighted. Fisher's gone straight to Rory Burns and pointed to him. But Luxton's flicked that straight to short mid-wicket. And the catch is taken by Sibley. And it is the first wicket of the morning. On strike, man now. That's not because of the drop catch, as that's too short from Jordan Clark. Had a bit of width on it, and Roots off his feet, cutting this through the covers and away for 4.
Squarish mid-wicket boundary, and Worrell has managed to get Joe Root to play a little edgily. He's got 4 through the slip cordon, and that will take his score to 25 to a certain Joe Root, who's played that beautifully off his legs for 4. Great contact this time from Joe. About that looked right from the batter's point of view.
As here is Fisher. Oh my goodness me, Joe Root. You are a lucky boy. He's tried to run this down to third man, got an inside edge, and that was inches from his off stump. Just trying to open that face again. Ooh, that is mighty tight, but it's the 50 partnership. But he has had a moment there as Joe Root.
6 weeks or so. Worrell's in and bowling. Nicely played by Adam Lyth. It was full. And he's going to get 4 down through long on. Nicely played. Takes him to 37. 95 for 2. Just ever so slightly over pitching Worrell, but he's persisted with this sort of length throughout the morning, and all providing it's legitimate. And in comes Worrell. It is, and it's defended by Root, and at precisely 13:02. Fisher in again. Root drives firmly through the covers for 4. Too much width from Joe Root. Whether he's just been off the field and having a spot of lunch or not, was not going to miss out on that. Good afternoon to AJD Willis. And in relation to RGD Willis, perhaps Alex, he says. He says, find it baffling and bemusing how Wharton, who after a tricky start got 92 last week and has been dropped. The England Lions call up with a bad luck on the club. And surely it highlights what a ludicrous decision it was to drop him. I think it was the week before, wasn't it? As Fisher over pitches, and Root takes full toll again, stroking that beautifully down through. And makes his way into bowl over the wicket to Root. Once again, he falls over this one slightly. The big appeal, and he has gone. Joe does not look very pleased at all. Replay by the looks of things, or are we? Yep, there we go.
She looks convinced. Joe just turned round. Turned around sharply.
Here he comes again, Clark. Beautiful shot live. Short, wide of off stump, and gave that one the kitchen sink. Dan Lawrence was not too far away at point, but couldn't get a mitt on it.
It's gone short and wide to Adam Lyth. Too good to miss out on that. That's just that short boundary racing away.
Fisher in again, and Brook advances down the pitch and picks up 4 along the deck through straight mid-wicket. Played it nicely. It was just in the air for a moment. Didn't get totally and utterly over the top of it, but certainly did enough. It was, I suppose, not dissimilar to Will Luxton's shot that got him out this morning, except there was nobody. Fisher in and bowling. Oh, Brook has edged it to first slip and gone. Rory Burns taking a comfortable catch, and Yorkshire's big guns not fully firing again. Harry Brook has gone for 7.
As Clark goes wider of the crease, and Bairstow just helps this off his pads. Very well played. Down to that fine leg boundary rope and away for 4. Those first boundary, very nicely played. And Yorkshire move on to 122 for 4.
Yeah, just got a little bit straight there to Jonny Bairstow. Just drifting down like side onto his pads. Yeah, Jonny just helps it on his way. Picks up a welcome boundary for Yorkshire. Going to need a tough innings today from these two now. I've seen to Doige, it's been a bit of a theme of the season for Yorkshire. Every time they start to just edge a little bit in front, not get totally in front, but start.
As in over the wicket goes Clark, driven by Bairstow down the ground. Hasn't got all of this, but he's so strong, Jonny Bairstow, that he'll get a boundary. So it hasn't gone quite where he intended, and he hasn't really timed it, but he's so strong.
No, he's kind of muscled that.
Yeah.
I think Clark getting slightly full and kind of swinging away, so just kind of muscled it down the ground. I'd say he's probably...
As in around the wicket goes Sean Abbott, and that is clipped away by Adam Lyth. It looked leggy to me. Yep, leg by is the signal. So 4 of them down below us, 4 leg bys. Fine. As Abbott around the wicket he goes to Lyth, lets him go again. Oh, and that's bounced just in front of Jamie Smith, and this will be bys, and 4 of them. As around the wicket goes Abbott, shot from Lyth. Wasn't that short, but he's just pulled it up and over the leg side, and this will be his 50. Well played, Adam Lyth. Yes, that big life on 31, but he's really got his head down here. 52 from 124 deliveries with 9 boundaries, and you can tell the appreciation of this innings from the Headingley faithful. Coming in over the wicket to Bairstow. Oh, shot. The on drive from Jonny Bairstow. Slightly over pitch, first delivery from Dan Worrell, and Bairstow's just in the perfect position there.
Here comes Abbott again.
Shot.
4 runs for Adam Lyth. The punch through the covers. It is slowing up, but it's going to get there comfortably. Dan Lawrence, right arm. And 4 runs. Wide of off stump with loosener. And at that pace, obviously, meat and drink to somebody of Johnny's abilities.
As Bairstow, oh, he's gone after this one. Bit of width, and it was uppish, but it's a typical Jonny Bairstow shot, really, and it's over the boundary rope and away for 4. Just a bit of width, and he's thrown his hands through it.
For 4, halfway through the 50th, and Bairstow's going to get 4 here. Just straying again, too close to leg stump. Thomas in again. Lyth has timed that one very nicely past the diving Dan Lawrence. He must have been within a whisker of getting his fingers on it, but on strike, facing Abbott, 4 runs. Over pitching, wide of off stump, and Lyth leans into that beautifully, taking his score into the 70s. Should be 189, I think, for 4, unless they've gone quicker than I did. They play at Southampton. 188 for 4. Short ball pulled by Bairstow for 6.
Brave move.
I always wear shorts, mate.
Abbott. Well, what's happened there? Because Abbott's bowled short. Lyth has sort of rocked back to try and ease it down to 3rd man. And has he got a touch on that?
Yeah, I think it's off the handle of the bat, I think. I think it's just... Oh, no, he's just dropped his hand and it's hit the...
29 against Leicestershire. This one is put away by Jonny Bairstow. Down through backward point. This will be his 50. Down the wicket to Adam Lyth, and the first ball Lyth's just tickling down towards the fine leg boundary rope. And this is going to go over the rope and away for 4, and that's the 100 partnership. There's Burns. He's reverse sweeping. That's clever, because he's taken Burns out from orthodox slip to leg slip. Very well played, that. Ah, look, Ryan Patel's got his way.
Well, you probably feel it's a little bit sick after that drop catch on 31 from Adam Lyth, who's now on to 80. So maybe a chance to try and pay skipper back.
Well, we were looking it up. He did bowl Jonny Bairstow. As in around the wicket goes Lawrence, and Lyth plays it studiously back up the pitch. That will be tea. Terrific partnership this, 111.
Then a point, and it is the fly gully. Tail in, and that's a lovely shot by Jonny Bairstow, who's cut it backward of square on the offside. Lyth 1-0. Thick inside edge from Bairstow here. Middling it, is he? As that's gone down to fine leg for 4. Tail in again. Bairstow's going to get 4 more. Wide of off stump. He was entitled to play that one, really. Just opened the face and ran it down through third man. Fielding positions in the offside, and Patel bowls round the wicket to him, and he's cut that one for 4. Through backward point. Flailing dive does not manage to reel it in. Now he timed that really well. All the time in the world for somebody like Adam Lyth, I guess, to the pace of a Ryan Patel delivery, and that Lyth works one square on the leg side. He's got 41 of them now, as he comes back for a second run then.
As Thomas is in, and that's too short. That'll be cut away by Lyth. Great placement in between Jordan Clark and Ryan Patel.
See the body language of Ryan Patel there. That one just whistled past him. A backward point. Bit of an eye roll. Nice bit of shape on the ball. Lyth just waits for it and carves it away from that.
The gap for 4. Thomas is in again. Oh, and Lyth's driving. That's a nice shot as well. That beats Dominic Sibley at short extra cover, and that's going to go over the boundary rope and away for 4 more. So Lyth moves on to 107. Yorkshire, apologies, 111. Yorkshire move on to 290 for 4.
Nelson's column.
As in over the wicket comes Thomas. Oh, now Lyth, it was short and wide. He's just reached across, got bat on it, and it's shot off down to the third man boundary rope for 4. So it was very short and it was very wide, and he's just reaching across here, gets bat on it, and away to the boundary rope it goes for 4 runs. 296 for 4. Meanwhile, England were playing South Africa in a test. So Fisher with the new ball now. He's into Jonny Bairstow, and the first ball's a little bit short and wide, and Bairstow's waited for it and cut it away. Through backward point, over the boundary rope and into the boundary boards, and Bairstow has moved on to 87. That brings up the 300 for Yorkshire. So second batting point for Yorkshire.
Yeah, bit of a loosen of that.
Lyth, he's taken this off his hip and pulls it away down to the fine leg boundary rope. Fisher looks disgusted with himself there and starts kicking at the footholds. But yeah, he's just on the hip of Adam Lyth and just helps it on its way. Lyth moves on to 120. Fisher's in again to Lyth. Lyth's pulling again, and this will be 4 more. And that's a good shot from Lyth. I don't think that was that short, actually. It's just Lyth has swiveled on it. Yeah, that's a good shot. Swiveled on that. He's taken that off about middle stump, waist height.
Yeah. It's a fantastic bloke.
Ooh, Bairstow gets lucky. Very similar to Joe Root earlier today. This one, I think, went between the inside edge of his bat and the outside of off stump, whereas Joe's, I think, went past leg stump. Here's Matthew Fisher. That is a lovely shot by Jonny Bairstow to take him to 99. Wide of third man. Just a bit too much width from Matthew Fisher. In comes Fisher then, and Bairstow. That will be it 4 runs backward of point like a tracer bullet, and Jonny Bairstow gets his first 100 as Yorkshire captain. It's his 29th innings. Here comes Worrell up there to drive, and Jonny has chipped it away really in the gap between point and cover. He's over the rope out on the east side of the ground. Probably not his best offering of the day with the bat, but certainly not Dan Worrell's best with the ball either, because he started out a little bit off stumpish, and with the swing he's been getting. Was heading.
Abbott, around the wicket he comes. And a little inside edge from Lyth. There's been a few of those today. It's a great effort to get round to it by Josh Blake, but he's taken the ball over the rope. Faced the first ball of the day as well. And lies on his toes, pushes it into the offside. He gets through the day. Fantastic partnership.